Hello and welcome to Nostalgic Calm, a deep relaxation hypnosis session. Please only listen when you can safely close your eyes, just allowing yourself to be exactly where you are, not settling in perfectly, just settling in enough. Because your body already understands how to rest when it's no longer being asked questions. Breathing happens all by itself. And as you listen to my voice, you may notice that your attention doesn't need to stay with every word. Some words may pass through, and others can drift around, and some may simply dissolve before they're understood. And that's not a mistake. That's a sign of comfort. And each breath out quietly tells the body that there's no urgency. Just to let you know that Vinny's in the background, playing around and making a little bit of sound. But he lives here, so he can kind of do what he wants. But it's not something you need to focus on. If anything, it's knowing that there's a little dog in the background relaxing can feel kind of comforting. And any sounds he makes at the beginning of the recording generally start to drift away, because he also relaxes even more deeply and usually falls asleep when listening to my voice. Because there's no need to prepare. There's no need to stay alert. Just listening in the background. I'd like your body to start remembering calm, remembering the feeling of deep relaxation. Your forehead may already be smoothing itself without instruction. And the tiny muscles around your eyes doing less, simply because they can. And your jaw not needing to hold thoughts in place, just relaxing, feeling loose. And your shoulders softening downward. Not collapsing, just releasing unnecessary effort. Your arms becoming heavier, almost as if they've remembered that gravity isn't an enemy. And your hands resting, fingers relaxed, with no task to complete. And if your legs shift or settle, that's just your body finding its easiest position. And you don't need to help it, because your nervous system has done this before, many times, thousands of times. Now, without trying to remember, you may notice a sense of familiar warmth. Not a clear image, not a detailed memory. Just a feeling that once things felt easier for a moment. It could be the sense of a late afternoon when time felt wide. Or the background sound of music playing somewhere else. Or maybe the memory of doing nothing without guilt. Because you don't need to know when or where your unconscious stores nostalgia, like a colour or a temperature, and that feeling is enough. And you might imagine now being in a place that belongs to no particular year. It carries pieces of many times. The safety of routine. The softness of familiarity. The quiet certainty that nothing bad is about to happen. Just positive feelings. And in this place, you don't need to decide anything. And no one expects answers. And even time moves differently here. Stretching, slowing, almost pausing. And if thoughts arise, they do so gently and drift away again. Like dust in sunlight. And your body recognizes this space as one where it can rest deeply. And here you are allowed to enjoy remembering without loss. You are allowed to feel warmth without sadness. You are allowed to rest without earning it. Because the past does not pull you back, and the future does not pull you forward. You are simply supported right here by that quiet continuity of your own existence. And nothing has gone wrong. Nothing needs correcting. You are not behind, and your mind can settle into that truth at its own pace. And as this session continues, you may notice that the edges of awareness soften. Words may blur or stretch or disappear entirely. And that that's fine. And you don't need to stay awake for this to work. You don't need to remember anything that was said, because your unconscious keeps what it needs and lets go of the rest. And wherever you drift into sleep or remain deeply still, this nostalgic calm can stay with you long after the sound ends, like a favorite song that you don't have to play to feel comforted by. And there's nothing else you need to do now. Nothing else. Nothing at all.